I remember how it happened. It took place in the beautiful empty town of Gallo. I had met a boy that night. It all started when I found a photo in my attic. My name is Esther Halls, and this is my story. When is the exact moment people leave? No one really knows when we're gone. How are people certain that as soon as we stop breathing, we leave? A person can stop being there physically, but how do you know their spirit doesn't stay behind? You see, that's my problem. People think I left. Gallows holds a secret, a horrific, terrifying secret. I was in the attic that day when I came upon a photo. It was old and faded, but I could clearly tell it was a baby picture of me. On the bottom it said, Adoption Day, August 1997. After 17 years of my life, I come to find out that my mother died when I was just a baby and my father was a monster that didn't want me. I got into a fight with my parents and told them I hated them. I went out for a walk to cool off. I love to walk around the gallows. The weather was perfect. The sun rays blazed down, heating everything up. The wind blowing and cooling my skin. The trees swinging from side to side. I love to walk around gallows. I kept walking. I don't know how far I went, but it started to get dark, so I decided to go back. I didn't recognize the surroundings around me. Suddenly, I was lost. I kept walking until I found a bench and sat down. People often drown in their own thoughts. They get lost and don't know what to do. They're too scared to ask for help. Overthinking is worse. You overreact over every little thing, trying to figure out all the negative outcomes. Eventually, it starts to eat you alive. A boy sat next to me. He asked me what was wrong and we started talking. The boy was very comforting and sweet. I was so deep in thought over my problems, so he easily convinced me to go with him. Have you ever regretted something? Something so bad that you would do anything to go back and change it? Something so bad that you remember that mistake every single day? Regretted so much it affects everyone around you? I regret something. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it anymore. We walked and walked. He started to tell me about his childhood. He had a hard life growing up. We continued walking. His story started to get more personal. They started getting creepy and I was beginning to get freaked out. We stopped walking. He said we had gotten to our special place, whatever that's supposed to mean. He opened the gate and told me to go in. What I saw was the most beautiful pool I had ever seen. He was suddenly standing a mere inches away from me. He moved the hair out of my face and kissed my cheek. This moment couldn't be any more perfect. We were hugging each other. I could hear his heart beating fast as I lay my head on his chest. He pulled me back to look at me. His soft eyes suddenly turned into rage. I didn't understand what was going on. I felt his hands around my neck. I couldn't breathe. Why was he doing this? I felt life slipping away from me. My name was Esther Halls. I was choked to death and my body was disposed of in the pool. I was murdered on March 17, 2015. And this is my story.